up, y'all? It's LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Today I got a pretty good video for you hunters out there trying to look for a nice scope that has good magnification, gathers light very well, has illuminated reticles, good adjustments, comes from a reputable company backed by a reputable hunter, and is a budget-friendly option that's not going to break the bank. And today I'm talking about the 4-16 Dog Soldier Scope by Axion, made with Steve Kreiner. Hopefully I said his name right. Alright, so what we're going to do is that we're going to step out to the range, y'all, and we're going to take some quick video look of me using this scope in action. We're going to come back to the war room like we always do, talk about the features of this scope and what you get with it, and then some of my pros and cons and what I like or don't like about this scope. So guys, stay tuned. See you back when you get back from the video.
That's what I should do. Got it. Oh. Wait, yeah, it was. Yep. Let's go.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the features of this 4-16 Dog Soldier scope. Alright, so coming off the bat, one of the things that makes this scope stand out is that not only is it a 30mm tube, so all your standard mounts for 30mm is going to work for this scope, but it has a 50mm objective lens, my bad. So yes, a 50mm objective lens. And what that bigger objective lens is going to do is allow you to gather in more light. So when the light starts to fading during these low light shootings, when you guys are hunting, you're going to be able to see a lot better than some of the other scopes that have a smaller objective lens and do not gather as much light. Alright, so next we have the 4-16 magnification. You have your little zoom knob here. It's not super like smooth, but at the same time it's not really stiff. It's like smooth enough to where you're not just gonna accidentally just bump and knock it off, but at the same time when you do turn it, you can turn it rapidly, but it's not gonna win any speed records. But it is there. Next, let's talk about something that is also important when it comes to scopes. That is eye relief. That is, how far away do I have to be from this scope to get a clear sight picture? And for this scope, it's about 3.5 inches, which is pretty good because that means you don't have to get right up on it to get a nice sight picture. Right here. Yep, right here is a good sight picture. So I don't have to get right up on it like an ACOG or some of these magnifiers I use. I mean, I don't have an ACOG, but I wish. Next, it is shock fog waterproof. So the elements are not going to affect your scope here. It has a half MOA of adjustments. These are low profile turrets. Alright, so these are low profile turrets that you got up here. As you can see, they're capped, so they're not really meant to be used as quick adjustments all the time. You know, you dial to 1.5. You're supposed to use the reticle and do bullet drop compensation holdovers for those quick shots. But you can take them off, and they do have half MOA of adjustments. They do have an audible click. Steve Kreiner was very adamant about having low profile caps like these because when you sling the rifle over your back, you don't want the caps sticking out and sticking you in the back, and it gets really annoying carrying a rifle all day with these caps sticking you in the back. So he was really adamant that they have low profile caps. I don't do too much hunting, so I can't really say how it feels my back because I always usually just kind of have it in front of me. But you know, he's a hunter, so I take his word for it. If you look over here, you have your parallax adjustments, and then you got your illumination settings. So it has a red and green illumination for the reticle, and so you can adjust it on the side here. So kind of stiff, but you know, if you get it working, you can use it. And the parallax adjustments over here, so we know if you're looking at a target at 50 yards but you're set at 100 yards, it's going to be kind of a little blurry or off, or vice versa. If you're looking at 100 yards and your thing is set for 10 yards, you're not really going to get a fine detail of what you're looking at. So it has these adjustments for those different ranges all the way out to now once you go past 500 out to infinity. So it also goes down to 10 yards. So if you want to put something like this on an air rifle and like snipe some rats and shit, you can do that too. So you can really dial in really close, and you can dial in really far. All right, got the mil dot reticle in here. So it's like the mil dot circles, and it has little hash marks in between for those quick in between range estimations. All right, is a second focal plane, and lastly, it is coming in at 1.4 pounds. So not the lightest optic compared if you're looking at red dots, but as far as optics like this, this is actually pretty lightweight because there's some pretty hefty boys out there. So 1.4 pounds is actually really not bad. All right, so it's also made of aircraft grade aluminum, so it's a nice sturdy, solid feel. The rings I got was geez, I can't remember. It was like one of those Amazon specials I just had laying around, and they work. All right, so guys, that is the features of this. Yep, that's the features. And what we're gonna do is step back out to range, and we're gonna step back in for the pros and the cons.
That's what I should have did. I should have just... Got it. Nope. Wait, yeah, it was. Yep.
Ah, that's hot.
That's hot.
That's
That's hot. What's up? I was gonna say, get it, Will Smith. No, okay. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. That's my favorite meme.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's hot. That's hot. Yep. That's the feeling I get every time when I go into the gun store and pick up a gun that I know that I want to buy.
Right next to you.
It's getting hot next to me. I didn't even hear any stripper music.
You're in front of his camera, sir.
Eric, what the fuck?
All right, welcome back. All right, LocsNLoad, pros and cons. What are your pros of this scope? One, I like the glass. It has a very clear glass for a budget scope. You would think, well, the glass is gonna have this and that. It actually really doesn't. It's actually a very clear glass, and it works out the distance. I think I've taken this out to at least 300 plus yards. I want to say 4 or 5, but I can't confirm that. But I know 300 and 400 yards definitely. So it's clear glass. I can see my target out there. I like the 4 to 16 magnification range because I feel like that's a good range for long range scopes. That 16 power is going to let you get out to where you need to be, you know, within 1,000 yards. I like the illuminated reticle, so when you're shooting in low light situations, you can illuminate that reticle and see, at least have an aiming point, so you're not just using blank crosshairs when you shoot at dark and you can't really see, so you just guess. It's nice to have some kind of illuminated reticle so you can aim better. All right, what else? All right, we got simple and efficient. That's kind of my saying. Not much to it. You know, you really use the reticle to do all the work. You know, you see your target. You know, you have your estimations. Then you kind of go from there. You got your bullet drop compensator, so you don't have to do too much touching on the dials. Once you get it zeroed for where you want to be at, you know, use your range estimations and, you know, take your shot. You know, so it's really meant for like Steve kind of does like coyote hunting. So you see a coyote, you know, you kind of guesstimate, put it on there, boom, and hit him. Reticle's easy, you know, mil dots, got the hash marks in between. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, I won't say explanatory, but it's easy to use. Once you find out where you're zeroed from, you can use those to kind of estimate where you need to be at that point. The scope is rated for 5.56 and 7.62. So you got those two type of guns, those calibers, you'd be good to go. All right, what else? I like the adjustments. The adjustments work, so that's always a good thing that when you actually make those 2 clicks. So if you're at a distance, whatever it may be, it says 1/4 inch at 100 yards. So if you actually make 2 clicks, does it come down that 1/2 inch like it should be? And the scope does that, and I like that. So thank you, Axion. And lastly, the thing that I think we're all here for is the price. Being sub $300 is a very good price point for an optic like this, and it has a lot of features that is actually beneficial. Not some just cheap run-of-the-mill scope that's just, hey, here's a cheap scope. No, this scope actually has features in it that makes it actually buyable, and something that can, like, I can make a video on like this and actually put out to you guys, hey, this scope is actually worth this, like the sub $300 versus other sub $300 scopes, because this actually gives you something. So what else? Okay, yeah, that's it for the pros. Now we're gonna step into the cons. All right, LocsNLoad, what do you got for the cons? All right, one of my biggest cons is the illumination setting. To get this thing illuminated like it is, yeah, oh, there we go. It's really stiff. No, it's not even holding. Yep, okay. So you really gotta turn this illumination knob to get that thing set, either on or off. So that's probably one of my biggest complaints about this, is that illumination setting knob is just kind of a bitch to get to. What else? No wind holes. That's the other thing. This thing is just a straight, you know, mil dot crosshair. You know, you got the hash marks in there, but there is no little holes off to the side for, you know, like your 5-mile winds, 10-mile-an-hour winds, stuff like that. So again, like I said, simple and efficient scope. You know, you kind of put your crosshairs on something. You know, you do your range estimations based off the reticle and what you're zeroed for, and then, you know, estimate, take your shot. So you're looking for a really precise, you know, wind holds, target measurement holds in there. You're not gonna find that in this scope, but you're gonna find a very simple and efficient and a quick shooting scope. I'm trying to make marketing words, but you're gonna get on your target quick. There you go. And like I said, it's a budget scope. It's sub $300, so it does a lot for that sub $300, but don't expect it to be like a Night Force or something that's $1,000 plus, y'all. This can run with a lot of higher end optics, but, you know, again, you get what you pay for. It's sub $300, so this is just a good budget hunting scope. If you're, you know, going out to whack a deer or a coyote or some hogs, and you don't need all this crazy stuff in your reticle, then this is the scope that you would want to go for. Now, if you're taking like a mile shot and you need wind holes and shit, this probably is not the scope you need. So you really find what you're doing and what you need. If you're just that average hunter, hey, deer season's coming up, I need a scope. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I just need it to be able to just drop a deer. You know, I don't need to do all that fancy stuff. This is the scope for you. All right, so, you know, me shooting this, I like the scope. I like the clarity of it. I do low-key, because I do a little bit more, I guess, than just like target shooting. So I do use the actual wind holds in my scopes. So I do wish it had that feature. But as far as like if I had like a $200-300 hunting rifle, like one of these Savage Axis type rifles, throwing this on here, I would not. This would be a good rifle, and if I want to just like go out for like a quick deer rifle or a hog gun, coyote gun, this would be very suited for that. So guys, this is a good scope. Don't take what I say wrong because, oh my god, he said it's not like a Night Force. That's fine. Not everybody needs a Night Force for everything. It depends on what you're doing. Like I said, if you're just a hunter and you just need a good scope that's not gonna be affected by the elements, it's lightweight, you're not gonna get turrets in your back, you don't even really gonna be messing with the turrets, you're just gonna zero it and then do your holdovers from there, then this is the scope for you. So I like it, I'm gonna keep it, and to be honest, I'm looking at getting me some kind of a budget rifle. Not the people who follow me, not the Savage 110, but my buddy's trying to sell his Remington 783, so I'm kind of thinking about it. So if I do, then this would go on there for that. Alkaline water. All right, so all in all, LocsNLoad is just a good scope, and if I bought it, would I be wasting my money? No, you actually would not. I have seen plenty of worse scopes at higher prices. So this is actually a good scope at a really good price. So I have no qualms about recommending this scope to you guys. I have no problems with it. Yeah, I do wish it had wind holes, but you know, for what it was made for, no, it suits that job perfectly. So I'm not gonna continue the video and just keep adding words. Guys, it's a good scope. No, I recommend it. Alright, always a lot of talking in these videos. Alright guys, so hopefully you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. We just hit 30K. Yeah, 30K, y'all. That's fucking crazy, because I was like in May, I was at 8K. Now I'm at 30K. So I want to give nothing but thank you and love to all you guys who follow and support the channel, to all you guys who are Patreon members, or you guys who just randomly cash at me money. You know, I'm always supportive of you guys. Truly, thank you. You know, I'm looking to do more collabs. There's a lot of new YouTubers out there I want to link up with. So we got more things coming out. Got the store coming soon. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I'm just gonna let y'all see it. And yeah, a lot of things coming up. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, check out Axion 4-16 Dog Soldier scope made in conjunction with Steve Kreiner. I want to give a thank you to Axion for sending the scope out. Great scope. I actually really like it, guys. Sorry I beat it the hell up. I really want to make sure it works, so I made sure it worked. Alright, so if you want to support, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. Join USCCA, become a member, get protection for you, your family, your firearms. And yeah, yada yada. Waganda. LocsNLoad out.